When one thinks about Google Maps as an application, the word immersive doesn't really come to mind. Useful? Definitely. Immersive? Not really. But that changed for me personally when I read the announcement by Google, which said that they are introducing two new features, namely Ask Maps and Immersive Navigation. So let's break down what Ask Maps does. So the way it works is that you can ask Google Maps some complex real world questions in natural language and Google Maps will try its best to answer that. For example, if I was traveling from New Delhi all the way to somewhere in, let's say, Kashmir, I would ask Google Maps, can you please mark all the public toilets on the way, because it's an important question and Google Maps with whatever data it has would do so. But to refine that question a little, I could probably ask it to recommend some spots that I might want to stop by on the way. Maybe something scenic, maybe somewhere with good food, maybe an interesting city on the way. So Google Maps would generate a report with all that data and plan a route for you. So it will give you the expected time of arrival, the directions, and it may even use reviews of certain places based on Google reviews to summarize what can be useful to you as information. Maybe if you're going to a tourist spot, it can give you some tips and tricks to save money based on what people have posted on their platform years ago. It is even adding a level of personalization in the way that, let's say, if I ask Google, okay, I'm having a group of 4 friends over, where can we go out to eat dinner after 11 p.m.? So Google may know my recommendations based on the places that I may have visited or saved in the past. And let's say if I have an affinity towards Italian cuisine, it may recommend Italian restaurants to me first. So that is one way my data and AI would be used to create something that is a lot more personalized than just what a navigation app would typically offer. Now, this feature is being rolled out in the US and in India across Android and iOS devices, so keep an eye out for this update. The next one that I want to talk about is immersive navigation. So Google Maps is getting a 3D view of a lot of things on the map. For example, the buildings around you or overpasses that you typically can't see very clearly on a 2D map. Or if you're going off-roading, you may be able to see the terrain and exactly how it is as per their data. You would potentially even be able to zoom into the buildings to see past them and see where the road actually leads, which can help you plan out your navigation a lot more effectively. And if you're the type that speeds a lot, please don't drive safely. But if you do, Google Maps will now be showing you traffic stops on the way. So you need to be aware of what you do on the road and just slow down whenever you see that signal, and again, just drive safely. On top of this, the voice guidance that is in their application will become more natural. The commands will be a lot more human understandable in the way that we actually converse with each other. And the one that I found to be the most useful at a personal level is that once you would be near your destination, if Google Maps has the relevant data, it will try to provide suggestions for parking spots near the destination, whether it is inside the same building's basement or some parking lots nearby. So that is something that will solve a lot of problems, especially when you're traveling to a new city and are not familiar with where you are headed. So the vice president of Google Maps says that the idea behind this massive redesign, this very, very fresh set of ideas that they're incorporating, is that they want to take out the guesswork out of navigation, because a lot of times what we end up doing is that we keep googling a lot, we see a lot of options, we see a lot of things that we want to add on the stops, and sometimes, let's say we're on the highway, we don't know which route to take, the left one or the right one. So their idea is to simplify this entire process by introducing all of these features, and I'm honestly very excited to see how that will pan out, and I hope that you find it useful as well. That's it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching and subscribe for more.